Hello friends, I'm Neshik, and in this video I'll teach you how to create a complete and professional school management system website with WordPress. So with this website you can manage multiple schools from one central location. Schools can receive fees and other payments online. Teachers can conduct live Zoom classes. This website will create different accounts with different features for teachers, students, parents, school librarian, school accountant and office administrator. Basically, this website has all the features and functionalities that a professional school management system website must have. Now let me show you a very quick demo of the website that you will be creating in this video. Now first of all, let me refresh this page. This is the website that we'll be creating. We'll cover both the front end as well as the back end. So as you can see, when we refresh this page, this is how it will look like. A little bit of animation and so on. So first we'll see how to create the front end of the website, and most important over here is the back end of the website. Like how a teacher can manage students, their attendance, fees and all those things. And similarly how students can log into their website and see things related to their account. For example, let me actually show you that thing first. If I'm a student or if I'm a parent, I can come over here, click on login, enter the student details, student login details and click on login. And now here as you can see, as soon as this student or parent logs in, they will see this page. This page will have the name of the student, the school name, the email address, phone number of the school, everything. And then over here it will have the student details like the photo of the student, name of the student, enrollment number, roll number, class number, father's name, ID card. If they lost their ID card, they can simply click on this print option and they can print the ID card again. So we have this option as well. They can also see what is the total amount or what is the total fee that they have to make the payment of, and how much they have made the payment and what is the due amount. Then over here, if there is any notice on the notice board, they can see that notice over here as well. Now there is only one notice, a demo notice that I created, but you can create multiple notices over here. You can control the animation, how slow or fast this thing will go. You can control everything. Then if you want to make any payment, you can click on fee invoices. And you can, here as you can see, there is one amount due, there is some fee due over here. So if this parent or this student want to make the payment, they can click on pay now and they can make payment through credit card, debit card, net banking. I'll show you how to integrate all these things. They can also do bank transfer. So everything we'll see in complete detail. Then we'll see the fee structure. So what is the fee structure for this particular student? What is the admission fee, monthly fee? And admission fee, as you can see, is a one-time fee. This is a monthly fee, quarterly fee. They can see all these details. If they want to see the payment history, they can simply come over here and they can see that this is the amount of fees they have made or they have already made the payment of. If they want to print this thing, they can do that thing as well. Again, click on print and they can see all the details, what is the amount they have paid and everything. So they can print this thing as well. If teacher posts any study material, this student or parent can see that study material over here. So whether it is any post, any link, any videos, any images, they can click on view and they can see those things over here. Then if teacher posts any homework, this person or this student can see this homework, they can click on view. And if they want to submit their homework, they can click on submit homework and they can upload the file or whatever the homework was. Okay. Similarly, we have seen notice board. If there is any note events in the future, for example, there is some inter-school cricket tournament in the future, they can see, they can click on this view link. They can read more about the event and so on. If they want to see the timetable of the class, they can click on this thing. If they want to print the timetable, click on print and they can now take a print out of this timetable. And if there is any live classes going on, they can see this thing. So teacher can create a live class. I'll show you how that is done. And students can simply click on this button and they can join the live class through Zoom or through other software, whatever you want to integrate. Then we have the library option. If this student has taken any book from the library, they can see those details. Then if there is any exam coming in the future, for example, there is this unit test 1 coming in the future, you can see the date of that exam. If you want to click on this thing, you can click and you can see the timetable. Again, if you want to print this thing, you can go ahead and print this timetable as well. Then we have the admit card. So if you want to publish admit cards for this exam, so people must have this admit card to get into exam hall, you can do that thing as well. And if you want to publish admit cards only for certain or specific students, you can do that thing as well. Then we have more options. Students and parents can see the exam results from here, certificates, attendance. For example, if I want to see the attendance of this person or this student, I can see in June 2020, only 1 day attendance, no absent. You can see all these things from here. If you want to see attendance of any particular month of any particular year, you can see that thing as well. If you want to submit any leave request, you can click on this thing and you can fill in this form, and it can be approved or declined. So this is how it is done. Now let me do one thing. Let me log out from here. This was a student's account. Now let's log in as a teacher. So if you enter the login details of the teacher, this teacher will see the backend. This is the backend. From here, they can control the attendance. They can create a new timetable. They can manage homework. They can add anything on the notice board. Everything will be done from this page. So for example, this teacher wants to take attendance for today. They can click on attendance. They can click on take attendance. And after that, they can select the date. So maybe this is for today. Okay, Saturday 4. I can click on manage attendance because I have created only one student, so I can see only one student in this class, in class 1A, okay, first A. If obviously there are 100 students or 50 or 30 students, you will see a list of all those students. Who is present, you can just mark them present. Who is absent, you can mark that absent. And if there is, for example, today it is holiday, so you can just mark all holiday and click on save change. So on this day, it will be marked as holiday. So this is how it works. Now again, let me just log out from here. Let me go to the home page. And similarly, you can create accounts for your librarian, for your transport guys, the one who manages the transport. You can create an account for your teachers, and you can also assign certain teachers for certain class. For example, this teacher is the class teacher for this particular class for 3rd A, maybe or for 4th B. You can assign that thing as well. You can assign teachers to different subjects. So this is science teacher. You can also manage finances for the school from the backend. Like if you want to give salary to these teachers, you can manage that from here. So everything will be in record saved in this website's database. Similarly, you can create an account for librarian. That librarian can manage how many books are there in the library. If any student has taken any book, this thing will be saved in the database. So you don't have to maintain any books or any paper like that. Everything will be maintained digitally on your database. And doing this thing is super simple. I'll explain you that thing in complete detail later on in this video. Now let's see the front end. So on the front end, we have a lot of things. We'll see the homepage later on. First, let me show you the fee submission page. If some parents wants, they can simply come over here. They don't want to log in. They can do this thing from here. They can select this school. They can select this session, class, for example, class 1. Then they can type the student name. For example, the student name is student 1. So they can see over here, they can click on view. They can see this is the amount that is pending. They can click on pay now, and they can make this payment from here without even logging in. So this is also one option. If there is any admission inquiry, if somebody wants to inquire about the admission for any class, for example, maybe for 2nd C or just for 2nd standard, they can enter their names over here. They can click on submit. And obviously these details will be given to your office administrator or school administrator. And then they can follow up with this student inquiry or with this admission inquiry. Similarly, we have the register page. You or any parent can register that student details from the front end. I'll show you when this thing will be useful later on in this video. We have seen the login page, then we have the blog page, about page, and also. So if I come back to the home page, this is how your home page will look like. Now designing is not the most important part of this video. In fact, as I said earlier, we'll be doing all the technical thing is the important thing. Designing is pretty easy. I've shown you designing part in many different videos. So designing will be very simple. In fact, I'll give you all the layouts. You can simply import those layouts and you can create your website. So you don't even have to design anything manually. So on this school website here, as you can see, this is the front end. This is the first section. You can give some title, subtitle. You can have a call to action button, library, about how many graduates, how many computer studies. Then if you scroll down, what you offer, language for business, online learning, whatever options, features you have. You can add your teachers' details or the trustee details, the people who are managing this school, all these details can be given over here. So creating this website is pretty easy. If you see, we have the about page as well. If somebody wants to see about this school, they can read more about this school and the trust that is managing this school. They can see that thing. If they want to contact the school, they can come over here. They can see the school details, address, phone number, everything. And if they want to see the blog, so we can also see, we'll see how to create these blog posts as well. Now these blog posts are really useful because this will help you to generate some extra traffic through Google search results. And then at the right hand side, you can create these kind of things. In the sidebar, you can create a Facebook page for your school, Twitter account for your school, and you can integrate that over here. And again, notice board also, you can give it over here in the sidebar. I'll show you how everything is done over here. So don't worry about that thing. Alright, so this was a very quick demo of the website that we'll be creating in this video. I hope you guys like the demo website. Now if you like this demo website and if you create this website, make sure to watch the complete tutorial. And before you proceed further, make sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any future notifications. If you like this video, give a thumbs up to this video, share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, whatever social media platform you use. And throughout the video, if you have any doubts, any comments, any suggestions for me, you can always leave them in the comments section below. And now let's start creating this website. Right, so now to create any kind of website, whether it's an e-commerce website, a school management website, a simple blog, business website, any kind of website, we need two basic things: a domain name and a hosting account. A domain name is simply the name or the URL of your website. For example, blogtut.com, youtube.com, google.com, nailshake.com, all these things are different domain names. So you will also have to register a domain name for your website or for your school so that people can enter, or your students, parents can enter this domain name in the browser URL bar and they can land on your website. Now the second and the most important thing is your website's hosting. Now hosting is basically a server or a computer wherein your entire website is saved. So if you see this website, all the different media files, pages, database, this entire website is saved in a server, and that server is running 24/7. So that whenever someone wants to visit your website from any particular country at any given time, they can always see your website live because your website is always up and running. Now hosting is the most important thing about your website because everything related to your website is directly or indirectly dependent on your hosting. So your website speed, your website's performance, the user experience on your website, your website security, and even your website's ranking in Google search results is totally dependent on your hosting. So if you've selected a good and reliable hosting, your website speed and performance will be amazing. User experience on your website will be pretty good. Your website will be very secure. For anybody to attack or hack your website, it will be almost impossible. So that is really important, and most importantly, you'll also get better ranking in Google search results. Now there are literally thousands of different hosting providers available in the market, but unfortunately only a handful of them are really good enough to consider. But you don't have to worry about that. I'll show you one thing. Just open a new tab and type in this link. So this is the hosting that we'll be using to create this website. Now this is the most affordable and still one of the fastest hosting available in the market, and that is the reason why we are going with this one. Now first of all, we are not using a regular web hosting. So if you see under hosting, we have the web hosting. We are not using that. We are using the WordPress managed hosting. If you click on WordPress managed, you can see this is the hosting that we'll be using. Okay. Now if you scroll down over here, you can see this is specially made for WordPress websites, and they're using Lightspeed web server to improve your website speed, and they're also using Cloudflare. You can see that Trustpilot review is also pretty good. They have great rating, great reviews. You can see the latest reviews are all positive. If you scroll down, you can see there are 4 different plans over here: single WordPress, WordPress Starter, Business WordPress, and WordPress Pro. Now for most of you guys, I would recommend you to just select this option, most popular option, WordPress Starter. This is the best option to start with. Just click on select and you can proceed further. Now let me very quickly just explain you a few things about the hosting. What is this hosting and what all features you're getting with this particular plan. So with this plan, with the WordPress Starter plan, this is very affordable. As you can see, with this plan you can create 100 different websites. So today you're creating this school website. Tomorrow you might want to create another website for another school maybe, or maybe another e-commerce website or a blog or something. So for that you don't have to purchase a new hosting. You can host up to 100 websites in one single hosting plan. So once you purchase this WordPress Starter, you can host up to 100 websites in this single hosting. So very important. With this you're also getting 100 GBs of SSD storage. Very important again. If you see this website with all the different data and pages and media files and everything, this entire website, the size of this entire website is hardly like 50-60 MB, maximum 100 MB, not more than that. So with 100 GBs, you can create like thousands of websites like this one. So you don't have to worry about the data space. And most importantly, if you see over here, these guys are using SSD storage to host and to store your website. Like most of the other hostings, they use the SSD storage. And if your website is hosted on SSD storage, your website will be very slow. So it will load very slow. You might have seen that thing yourself as well. Once you go to some website, it takes a lot of time to load even the first page. So we don't want that thing over here. So here these guys are using SSD storage. and SSD is around 30 to 40 times faster as compared to regular SSD storage. So very important. Now with this, you're also getting free business email, which is very important, especially for school type of website. So in school, you don't want to use an email like school@gmail.com. You want to use a professional email like admin or like contact@schoolname.com. So your school name is, for example, Our Lady. So contact@ourlady.com, ourladyschool.com. So you want to have your email address with your own school name. So that is, you can do that thing with with this option. Then we also get free SSL certificate. So if you go to the demo website, you can see we have this logpad over here. This is the SSL certificate which makes your website secure. So we are getting a free SSL certificate. We are also getting a free domain name. So whatever domain name you want to register for your school, like schoolname.com, .in, .net, whatever, you can get your domain name for free. Then we also get unlimited bandwidth. As I said earlier, manage WordPress. So this hosting plan is specially made for WordPress websites. So it will improve your website speed and performance. WordPress acceleration, again, they are using light speed caching to, again improve your website speed and performance. Now there are many more features, but I don't want to waste a lot of time over here. For most of you guys, as I said earlier, just select this thing and click on this select button. And now you'll be redirected to this page. Here, first of all, you have to choose a period. So for how long do you want to purchase this hosting plan? So for 1 month, for 12 months, 24 months, or for 4 years. So by default, 1 year is selected, 12 months is selected. And here, as you can see, the regular price is actually $15. But if you purchase for 1 year, you'll get it for only half the price. In fact, less than that. You're getting it for only $6.50 per month. So basically here you're getting this thing for half the price. But if you go with 2 years, 24 months, you'll get it at even cheaper price. For example, for just $5.50 per month. And the most important and the most unique and amazing thing about Hostinger is that the renewal price is also discounted. Now most of the times it happens that for the first year, many hostings give huge discount. For example, the regular price is like $20, but if you purchase for the first year, they will give you for $7, $8. But here they are giving you for $5, $6, and even the renewal price is discounted. So other hostings, when you renew after 1 year, you have to pay around 3 to 4 times higher. But here that is not happening. Even the renewal price is getting discounted. So after 2 years, if you renew this thing, you will have to pay only $9 per month instead of regular $15 per month. So again, very important. And if you see the subtotal, remember we are getting free domain name, so you don't have to count the domain name price over here. If you see the subtotal over here, you have to pay only $130 approximately. And if you compare with some other hosting, for example, if you compare this thing with A2 hosting or some other hosting, A2 hosting, which I was recommending earlier before this hosting, for the first year have to pay like $130 only for the first year. And here you're getting that for 2 years. So this is really amazing. So just select whatever period you want, and after that scroll down. In the second step, you just have to enter your email address. So just enter your email address, and with this email address, they will create an account for you. So make sure whatever email address you enter here, you have access to that particular email address. Okay, very important. And make sure your email address spelling and everything is correct. Then if you scroll down, you can select the payment method. So if you want to make payment through credit card, debit card, PayPal, Google Pay, Alipay, CoinGate. If you're watching this video from India, you will get even more payment gateway option. For example, you will get Paytm, you will get Razorpay, you will get UPI payment, many different payment options. Similarly, if you're watching this video from some other country, you will get payment option which are accepted in your country. So this is another great thing about Hostinger, because this is a multinational brand. It is available in many different countries. So whatever payment option you want to select, just select that thing. Now once you do this thing, just go ahead at the bottom and click on submit secure payment and make the payment. Alright, now once you make the payment, you will be redirected to a page. Now in this particular page, you will have to enter your password. So in the previous step, we have entered the email address, and in this step, we have to enter the password. Now that email address which you entered in your previous step, and this password will become your login ID. So make sure you remember that email and this password, and also make sure to enter some strong password which has some uppercase, lowercase, numbers, special characters, and so on. Now once you select that thing, enter your password and click on confirm, and now you'll see this page. Now this is the page that you'll see for the first time, your hello world, just to welcome you this thing. Now you just have to go ahead and click on this start now button, and this will start this process. So first of all, they'll ask you a few things like what you're creating this website for. So whether you're creating this website for yourself, for a client, for somebody else, you can select anything. For example, I'm selecting myself. Then this will ask you whether this will be a business website, portfolio website, what kind of website. Again, you can select anything you want. Now this is just a simple survey. If you don't want to fill in this thing, you can just go ahead and skip this thing. So you can see this link at the bottom, skip link, click on that thing and skip this process. And now this will ask you to select the platform, what platform you'll be using, WordPress, WooCommerce, some other platform, or if you want, you can migrate your website as well. So if you already have a website created with some other hosting, and maybe if you're not really happy or satisfied with that hosting, if you want to migrate your website to Hostinger, you can select this migrate my website option and they will migrate your website for absolutely free. But if you want to migrate your website, don't worry. For now, just select WordPress. For everybody, just select WordPress. How to migrate your website, I'll show you in the next step. For now, just select WordPress and click on the select button. And now you have to enter your WordPress account email ID and password. So you have to enter some email address and some password for your WordPress account. Now the previous email and password was for your Edge panel. It was for your control panel. And this email address and password is for your WordPress account. So whenever you want to log into your WordPress dashboard, this is the email ID and password that you would have to enter. Again, enter the email address and password and click on continue. And now this will recommend you, or this will give you a few templates, pre-made templates. If you want, you can use them. We don't want this thing. So again, we'll just go ahead and skip this thing. And now it is time to select the domain name. So there are three options. First is to claim a free domain. As I said earlier, you'll be getting a free domain. Second is to buy a domain, and third is to use an existing domain. Now, if you already have a domain name registered on some other website, maybe on GoDaddy, Namecheap, some other website, and if you want to use that option, then you can use the third option, use an existing domain. But I would recommend you to first select this option, claim a free domain. First get your free domain, and how to link that domain, GoDaddy domain, with Hostinger, I'll show you in the next step. So first select this option, claim a free domain, click on select, and now type in the domain name that you want to register for free. For example, I want to register this domain name, nayashake.in. So I can type in Nayashake, and from here you can select .com, .net, .co, .in, .fun, whatever domain name extension you want. So for example, I'm selecting nayashake.in. So I'll select this thing, click on search. Now it will search for this domain. If this domain name is available for you, it will say that this is available. If not, you can just keep on trying. And if your domain name is available, you can click on continue. Now I'll be selecting the third option, use an existing domain, because I want to use an existing domain. I already have a domain name registered on GoDaddy. I want to use this domain, or I want to use that domain with Hostinger. So I'll select use an existing domain and I'll enter blockdude, and after that I'll click on continue. Now in the next step, it will display my domain name, and it will display that this is the provider, GoDaddy is the provider, and this domain name is registered with GoDaddy. This is my current name server. Now I have to change the name server. So I'll show you how that is done. For now, just again click on continue. And in this step, you'll have to choose your server location. By default, it will be Asia if you're watching this video from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, these kind of countries. If you're watching this video from Europe, obviously it will be some European data center location for you. So if you want, you can just keep it as it is, or if you want to, you can change the data center location as well. I would recommend you to keep it as it is. Now just select this option and now click on finish setup. Now WordPress has started installing on your domain name. This is a very small process, hardly takes around 3 to 4 minutes. So let's wait. Right now, once it is done, you will see this page. It will show you a few options, like if you want to connect your domain, you can do that thing. You can use this option, WordPress dashboard, view your website control panel. For now, don't do anything. Just click on this logo at the top. You see this Hostinger logo at the very top. Click on that logo and you will now be redirected to your Edge panel. And this is how your Edge panel will look like. Now, the very first thing, if you want to migrate your website, if you already have a website with some other hosting, if you want to migrate to Hostinger, you can select this option. You have your account. You have the user icon over here, click on that, and here you will see migrate website, click on that. Now you have to follow this step, click on add request, enter your website detail, your current website detail, all the details. You have to enter your WordPress dashboard username and password as well, so that they can log into your WordPress dashboard and they can do everything. So if you want, you can select this option. Okay, if you want to migrate your website, add all these details and click on add request, and they will migrate this website for you. Now second option is that you already have a domain name registered on some other website outside Hostinger, maybe on GoDaddy, Namecheap, some other website, and maybe if you want to use that domain name with Hostinger. So how you'll do that? For that, you will click on hosting, and here you will click on add website. Now once you click on add website, if you see any notices like this, just click on remind later. Okay. Now enter the domain name that you want to use. Now I have some domain names registered on godaddy.com. So if I come over here, you can see a few domain names. Maybe I want to use this domain, nayashake.com. Or you can follow the same steps for GoDaddy, Namecheap, whatever domain name registrar you're using. Now you have to change the DNS name. So first of all, you have to copy the domain name, come over here, enter the domain name over here. I want to use this domain. Enter some password for your domain name. Maybe I'll enter some password over here. Now click on add website. Now once you click on add website, this website will be added for you. You can again come back to hosting. And now here, as you can see, we have this website Nayashik. Now you have to click on manage. Now once you click on manage, you will see your name servers, hosting name servers. First of all, it will show you this notice that this domain is not pointing to Hostinger. If you see this notice, you basically have to point your name server to Hostinger. And how you'll do that? Go to GoDaddy or wherever you have registered your domain name and select this option. Okay, you will always see this manage DNS button. Click on manage DNS to manage your domain name server. Now in GoDaddy, this is the step. You have to scroll down and you will see your name servers. Click on change and select this option. Enter my own name servers. Click on this and delete these name servers. Cut these two name servers. Just remove them from here. Now copy your name server number 1 from here. Paste it under line 1. Similarly, copy your name server number 2. Paste it under line 2 and now click on save. Now once you click on save, it can take up to 24 to 48 hours to link your domain name with Hostinger. So this is the step if you want to link your domain name with Hostinger external domain name. Now if you have just registered a new domain name with Hostinger, you don't have to worry about that. You can just proceed further. Just select your domain name under hosting. First click on hosting, select your domain name and click on manage. And now click on dashboard. Now once you click on dashboard, you will see this option. Basically WordPress will be installed for you. You'll see what PHP version and what WordPress version you're using. Now if WordPress is not installed for you for some reason, you can click on this option at the very bottom, site install, click on install and you can install WordPress on your account. Okay, click on advanced, select your domain name on which you want to install WordPress and click on next. It will install WordPress for you. Normally it does not happen like that. WordPress will 100% be installed for you like this. So you don't have to worry about that step. So very first thing that you have to do here is make sure light speed is on. Always recommended. Make sure this is on, turn down like this one. Then the second option is that we have to install SSL certificate on this domain name. So you have to click on this setup button and click on install SSL. Now SSL certificate will be installed on your domain name. Again, this is also a very small process. Hardly takes around 30 to 40 seconds. So let's wait. And now once it is done, you will see SSL is now enabled. After that, force HTTPS will also be enabled for you. If it is not, you can just go ahead and turn this thing on as well. And finally, you can click on this button, edit website. Now once you do that thing, you will now automatically be logged into your WordPress dashboard. Now once you log into your dashboard for the very first time, you might see some notices like this. You can just click on this option. Go back to dashboard, okay, this option, or if you don't see how to cut that notices, you can just type in your website name and after that put in /wp-admin. In fact, whenever you want to land on this page, on your dashboard page, you have to enter your website name and after that put in /wp-admin. Once you do this thing, you will land on your dashboard. Or the second option or second way of getting into your WordPress dashboard is go to your Edge panel like this. Now go to click on dashboard and click on edit website. You will automatically be logged into your WordPress dashboard. Now whenever we install WordPress on a new domain name for the very first time, there are a few things we have to understand and there are a few settings that we have to do. First of all, this is the dashboard and here you will see few widgets are installed for you. These are not really useful, so we can do one thing. We can click on screen options and we can get rid of all these widgets from here. Just untick everything just to keep things very clean for us. Now you'll see few options over here at the left hand side. Now the second option, first was this dashboard option. Second option is your post option. And this option will be using to create these blog posts which I've shown you in the demo website. If you see the blog section, here as you can see, we'll see how to create these blog posts and that is done from here. Then we have the media option. Now whatever media files, whatever images, videos, media files you have, everything will be shown over here under media library. Everything will show up over here. If you want to manage them, delete them, you can do that from here. Then we have the pages option, which obviously will be used to create different pages like your admission inquiry page, login page, register page, and so on. Then we have the comments. Whenever you have any comment on any blog post or anything, you will see those comments from here. If you want, you can approve them, unapprove them. If you want to reply them, you can do that thing. If you want to mark them spam, you can do that. Now leave all the other option, click on appearance. Under appearance, you will see few themes will be already installed for you and one of them will automatically be activated for you. So in this case, 2022 theme is activated. And if you open your website in a new tab, you will see this is how your website is looking right now. Now this layout, this appearance design of your website is because of this theme, 2022 theme. If we just go ahead and activate some other theme, for example, let's go ahead and activate the 2020 theme. Again, if you come back to your website and if you refresh it, you'll see your website design is completely changed. So this is basically what a theme does. A theme changes your website appearance and style. Now always make sure to have only one theme installed and activated. So all the extra themes, you can just click on that and you can delete it. Now we don't want to use this theme as well, 2020 or all these themes. These are not really great themes. We'll be using a free theme, Ocean WP, but I'll show you in the next step how you can install and activate that theme. For now, just click on plugins at the left hand side. Now we have seen themes. Themes are basically design and appearance of your website. What is a plugin? A plugin is kind of a software or an add-on that will add some extra features and functionalities to your WordPress website. For example, all these school related features like admission inquiry, login feature, dashboard feature, these features are not by default available on WordPress. So to add these school related features, we'll have to use or we'll have to install a plugin called school management, something like that. We have to use a plugin basically. And that plugin will add all these school related features to your WordPress website. Now again, you'll see a lot of unnecessary plugins over here. So again, just like themes, we want to delete all these unnecessary plugins. So you can deactivate them one by one, or you can save some time. You can tick mark over here. This will select everything. Now under bulk action, select deactivate and click on apply. And make sure everything is deactivated. Now you can go ahead and delete all these plugins. So again, tick mark this thing. Just leave this one, light speed cache. This is an important plugin. This is your caching plugin. So this will improve your website speed, as you can see. So make sure to just leave the light speed cache and delete everything else. So select delete, click on delete. All these plugins will be deleted for you. If you want, you can do it one by one. Don't activate the light speed cache plugin right now. The recommendation from my side would be to activate this plugin at the very end. Once you complete the website, once you watch the complete tutorial and create your website, at the end you can go ahead and activate this plugin. Now click on settings at the left hand side, and here you have to change your website title and tagline. So first of all, title. Your website title will be the name of the company, or in this case the name of your school. For example, I'll type in Our Lady of Good Counsel. Maybe I'm creating a website for my school. Okay, so this is the school that I studied in, so I'll enter the school name. Now tagline. Tagline could be your school tagline. If your school has a tagline, you can enter that tagline, or primary school, secondary school in Mumbai, something like that. Okay, so enter things like that, and after that make sure your email address is correct over here, and after that also make sure that membership, anyone can register it, tick mark for you, so that people can come, they can register on your website, your students and teachers. Or if you want, you can leave this thing as well, but I would recommend you to just turn it on. Then after that, finally select your time zone. Based on your country, select the time zone. If you're from India, you can select Kolkata time zone. If you're from some other country, just search for your time zone and select that thing. Click on save changes. Now under settings, you will see permalinks. Click on that. By default, custom structure or some other structure will be selected for you. I would recommend you to select this one, post name permalink structure. This is the most SEO friendly permalink structure. So select this option and click on save changes again. Again, come back to your dashboard, and with this, all the basic settings related to your WordPress website are now 100% completed. Alright, so now let's do one thing. Let's install all the required themes and plugins. First of all, we'll need a new theme to change the style and design of this website, make it beautiful and professional like this one. Then we need few plugins, and those plugins will add all these features. So to download this theme, click on appearance. Now click on add new. And over here under search themes, you will see that theme on the very first page, because this is a very popular theme, Ocean WP. Here, as you can see, this is the theme. If you don't see for some reason, you can just search for this theme, Ocean WP. Okay, WP for WordPress, obviously. This is the theme that we'll be using. Click on install button. Okay, click on this install button. This theme will start installing for you. And once it is installed, you can just go ahead and activate this theme. Once it is activated, you can now even delete the 2020 or whatever the other theme is left. And once you install and activate this theme, first make sure to enable auto updates. So whenever there is an update available for this theme in the future, for example, the current version is 3.3.2. Whenever 3.3.3 comes, it will automatically be updated for you. You don't have to do it manually. So very important thing. If you see any notices like this, just dismiss it. Now let's install all the required plugins. First plugin that we need is the plugin that will help us to design the website. Very important plugin. The designing, basically the designing tool. This entire website is designed using that plugin. Again, that is also a free plugin. For that, we'll have to open a new tab and type in this link. I'll have to open this link in a new private window. Now here, first of all, you have to click on this get started button. If you see at the top right corner, if it says get started download, whatever, there will be a button over here. Just click on that button, get started button in this case. And now it will ask you to create a new account. So just enter some email and password. It will create a new account for you. If you already have an account, just click on sign in. So just enter your email and password and click on create account. It will create a new account for you. Now they will ask you a few things, who you're building this website for a client, for somebody, are you a freelancer? Again, you can just go ahead and fill in this simple simple survey. Or if you want, you can skip this thing as well. Again, at the top right corner, you'll see this skip link. Click on skip. This thing will skip. Again, click on skip. And now you'll see this page. Over here, you have to go at the very bottom. You will see Elementor for free. Okay, select this, click on continue. And now this will ask you your website name. So enter your website link. So in this case, this is our website link. Copy your website link, or you can just copy it like this. Come back to this website, enter your link and click on check for WordPress. If WordPress is installed on your website, they will give you this option. Now click on install Elementor. Once you click on that button, you will see this page, and here you have to click on this install now button, which is again given to you at the bottom right corner. I hope you can see this thing, install now button. Click on bottom right corner and this will install this theme for you. You don't need to activate it right now. Just let it be as it is. In fact, let me cut this thing. Come back to this page. If you now go to plugins, you will see this plugin added for you, Elementor. Now click on add new to add few more plugins. Now these plugins we can just download it from here. So first plugin is Ocean Extra. So again, just type in Ocean WP, you will get that plugin. Just type in Ocean WP again. You will see this plugin Ocean Extra. Install this plugin as well. Then after that, this plugin will add some extra features for the Ocean WP theme. Now the next plugin is the Contact Form 7 plugin. Just search for contact, you will see that plugin. This is the one, Contact Form 7, install this one. This will help you to basically create different types of contact forms. Very lightweight plugin, so you can just go ahead and install this thing. And finally, we need one more plugin, Envato Elements. Not necessary, but I would recommend you to install this plugin, because with this plugin you can get hundreds of different free layouts. So this type of website, this is a layout basically. So if you want free designs for your website, you can get it for free with this plugin, Envato Elements plugin. Now once you install all these plugins, now you can go ahead and click on plugins at the left hand side, and now you can activate all of this at once. Again, I would recommend you to activate Lightspeed Cache at the very end. So select activate and click on apply. All these plugins will be activated for you. Once it is done, click on plugin just to make sure that everything is activated, and now as you can see, everything is activated. Now you can come back to your dashboard. Now if you again go back to, in fact, let's first do one thing. Let's get rid of these widgets as well. Come back to your website, and if you refresh it, now as you can see, your website design is again changed because we have installed a new theme. Alright, now let's install the most important plugin, the plugin that will add all the school related features. So for that, again open a new tab and type in this link. You should be redirected to this page, School Management, Education and Learning Management System for WordPress. This is the plugin that we'll be using. You have to purchase this theme, so you have to purchase this plugin. So you'll see the regular price is $49, but don't worry about the pricing because this is a one-time payment. Once you purchase this thing, once you purchase this plugin, you can use this plugin on your website for lifetime. Most of the times it happens that you have to renew every year, but that is not the case over here. Here you can use this thing on your website for lifetime. In fact, even future updates will be free. So whenever this plugin is updated, bugs are fixed, new features are added, you will keep on getting those new features and updates for free, again for lifetime. And with this, you also get 6 months of support. So if you use this plugin, if you have any problem, if you're not able to understand anything, or if you're not able to achieve any certain thing that you wanted to achieve, you have 6 months of free support. You can go to support, you can raise a new ticket and they will help you out, or you can go to comments, you can leave a comment and they will reply you back. So this is one option. So just click on this add to cart button and add this product to your cart and make sure to purchase this plugin. Once you purchase this plugin, you will see your username over here at the top right corner. Hover over that and click on downloads. And over here, you'll see all the different themes and plugins that you have purchased. We want to use this school management. So let me search for that. Alright, so here as you can see, school management, education and learning management. You have to click on download and select all files and documentation. Click on this thing, a new zip file will start loading for you. I'll cancel this thing because I already have this zip file. Let me show you how that zip file will look like. Alright, so this is the zip file. You have to do one thing, you have to unzip that file. So to do that thing, you have to right click over here, right click on this zip file and select extract files. Once you do that thing, a new folder will be created for you with the same name. So here as you can see Code Canyon. If you open this thing, you will see this school management folder, and in that folder you will have another zip file, School Management Pro 9.9.7 or whatever the latest version is when you're watching this video. Now we have to install this file, we have to upload this file on our website. Let's see how that is done. For that, come back to dashboard, click on plugins, again over here click on plugins, click on add new. Now click on upload plugin and choose that file. So again under this Code Canyon folder, school management folder, select this file, click on open, and now click on install now. Now again, once this plugin is installed, we have to activate it. So we can simply click on that activate button and this plugin will be activated. Now we have to enter the license code of this plugin to get all the features related to this plugin. So if you click on school management at the left hand side, first of all, this school management is because of this new feature, new plugin. Now we have to enter the purchase code and you will get your purchase code over here. If you again go back to that link, blogdoot.com/school, you will get the purchase code. Click on support. Now scroll down and here as you can see, you have your purchase code. Just copy it like this. Come back to your website, paste in your purchase code, click on activate. Now once you do that, here you will see that this congratulations, your plugin is activated. And once you see this thing, if you again click on school management, you will see new options will be added under school management. So dashboard option, school option, in fact many more options. SM administrator, SM accounting, SM student, all these options are added for you. Now to add a new school, we have to use this option under school managements. You have schools, click on that. And over here by default one school is already created for you, default school. Let's do one thing, let's change the details of this school and let's create a first school. So to create a new school, basically you can click on this add new school button and you can create a new school. But what I want to do is, because we already have a school, default school, I want to change the details of this school. So I'll click on this pencil button to edit this school. And after that, instead of this name, I'll type in Our Lady of Good Counsel. Okay, this is my school name. Whatever your school name is, obviously you'll enter that school name. And if you want to create different accounts, different schools for different branches, you can add the branch name as well. So this is the Sign branch, Sign Mumbai branch. So maybe Sign Mumbai. Okay, so this is the Sign Mumbai branch. If it has multiple branches, you can go back to that same step, click on add new school and add multiple branches. Now enrollment prefix. So for example, you can add something like admission number or GR number. In India we have GR number. I don't know whether it is applied everywhere. And you can also see a preview of this. Okay, so this is how it will look like. So as soon as more and more people, when they register on your website, this is how their GR number or enrollment number will look like. So as soon as more and more people will register on your website, the GR number will look like this. The enrollment number will look like this. First, it will have this prefix GR, which we added. And after that, it will have the base number of 0. Okay, and how many base padding? So 6. So 6 zeros. So here as you can see, padding is 6. So total 6 digits we want. So GR, then 00 and 6 digits. Obviously, the second admission will be 000002, then 003, 004 and so on. Similarly, you can add admission prefix as well. So for example, admission could be AD, okay, AD001, okay, you can see the preview as well. Then we have the phone number of the school. Just whatever the phone number is, just enter that number. Email address of the school. Then enter your school address. So I'll just enter Sign Mumbai 4,22,000, whatever the address is. Okay, and after that, click on update school and you have created your school. Now, if you go back to schools, you have your new school. Now, if you want to create a new school with different branch, click on add new school, same thing. Okay. So this is how you create a school. Now, once you create a school, you can now assign different classes and different admins to these schools. So let's start with classes. Click on this link, assign classes. Or if you want, you can click on classes under school management. And here as you can see, you can click on first and then you can select which school you want to assign it to. The simple method is to click on schools, select the school and then click on assign classes. Okay, this is a much better option. Now maybe this is just a primary school. So I'll select classes. So I'll select only class 1, 2, 3 and 4. So only 4 classes because this is a primary school. So I'll select this thing and click on assign classes. Now you'll see all these 4 classes will be added over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now once you assign these classes, you can now assign different sections in these classes. For example, there are different sections for class 1. So class 1A, 1B, 1C, like you already know this thing. Okay, basic things related to any school. So let's see how we can create different sections for each class. So 8A, 8B, 10A, 10B. To create different sections, you'll use the SM academic. SM stands for school management. So if you want to manage anything related to academic, like timetable, subjects, attendance, it will be under SM academic. So under SM academic, select this option, class sections, which is the second option. And now here, as you can see, we already have this thing selected. You have your school also selected, Our Lady of Good Counsel, Sion, Mumbai. Now if you have multiple schools, you will get a new option at top. First, you'll have to select which school you want to assign these classes to. Okay, because we have created only one school, we are not getting that option. Now let's assign different sections to this class. Okay, so I'll select first A. Okay, I'll select first and click on manage. And over here, A is already created. Again, if you want to change this thing, instead of A, if you want to make it maybe first 1 will not look good actually. So you get the idea. Instead of A, if you want to use some other thing like Hindi, you can use that thing as well. I don't want to do this thing, so I'll keep it A. Now let's create new classes. So to create a new section, we'll type in B, click on add new section, and now as you can see, B is added. Similarly, we'll type in C, and C is added. Okay, and we'll type in D. So maybe there are 4 sections for this class, or 4 divisions for this particular class: 1A, 1B, 1C, and 1D. Now you can go back to that option, view classes, click on this button, view classes. Now select second. Okay, so second. And similarly, A is already created. We'll type in B, click on add new section, then we'll type in C, add new section, and D, add new section. Again, click on view classes for class 3. Okay, A is already created, so B and C, maybe only 3 sections for class C. Then we have the class D, class 4. So we'll select B for class 4, C section, D, C division, B and D division, all these things. So you can do it like this. If you again come back to class sections, you can see first class has 4 sections, then second also 4, third 3, fourth 4. Now let's see how we can create different accounts or different database for different teachers, and how we can assign them to different classes and different subjects. Like this teacher is class teacher of this particular class and this division, and this teacher is manages, or this teacher teaches science, English, maths, whatever. So for that we have to create new roles. Okay, we have no roles created yet. So first we have to create different roles. So for that you will see this option, you will see SM admin. This is related to administrator. So SM admin, and under admin you will see roles. Click on roles. Now there could be many different roles. For example, for teachers that could be a role, for office administrator, for librarian, for accountant, for bus administrator. So we have to create different roles, and we have to assign them different duties, or we can give them different options that they can use on this website. So let me actually show you this thing. So to create a new role, we click on this button, add new role, and this is a teacher role. So I'll give it a title of teacher. Now what all things a teacher can do, what all things a person with this particular role can do. So they can manage inquiry. No, this is inquiries and managing inquiries and admission. This will be for your office administrator. Maybe they can manage students. They cannot delete students. They cannot manage roles. Maybe they can promote a student. They can transfer a student. They can manage certificates. They cannot manage classes and sections. But they can manage timetable, they can view timetable, they can manage subjects maybe, and most importantly they can manage student attendance, and then student leaves, manage homework of students, study material, and live classes. If they want to add a new live classes, they can do that thing, and manage exams also maybe. And if they want, maybe if you want, you can also allow them to manage events, manage notice board if this teacher wants to add anything on the notice board. And then everything else for these things will be managed by your accountant, whoever is looking after the accounts of this school, expenses, invoices, fees and everything. They can manage that thing. Or maybe if class teacher is accepting fees, then you can give them this permission as well, fee management. Okay, so here as you can see, manage fee types, and after that manage income. So if you want, you can give them these details, manage income, manage invoices if you want. Obviously it all depends on what roles your teachers are playing in your school. And also I would recommend you to tick mark this thing, only manage assigned class. So a class teacher for 1A can manage only 1A. A class teacher who is for 1A, they cannot manage students, they cannot manage attendance and everything of students outside of their class. If you want, you can enable this thing as well, or if you want, you can just leave it as it is. Click on add new role. Now this role is added. You can now go ahead and add more roles for different people, for example, for accountant, for librarian and so on, but we'll see that later on. First, let's see how we can create different teachers. We have created a role. If you again go back to roles, you'll see one role is created. Now let's see how we can create a teacher. So for that, under SM administrator, you'll see staff list. Click on that. And now let's add a new staff. So click on add new staff button and let's add the name. So this will be name of the teacher, whatever it is, whatever name of the teacher is. For sake of tutorial purposes, I'll name it teacher 1. Okay, this is the name of the teacher. Maybe it is a female teacher. What is the birth date, year and month of that teacher? So maybe 1979, August 15, maybe. Okay, address of this teacher. So maybe this teacher is also from Sion. Okay, Mumbai. Whatever the complete address is, you can enter this complete address. Okay, then after that, phone number or mobile number of that teacher. Email address of the teacher, so I'll just enter this thing, teacher1@gmail.com. Obviously, again, just to keep things pretty simple, just for tutorial purposes. When did this teacher join? These are not compulsory things. If you want, you can leave it as it is, but if you want, you can enter these details as well. So maybe this teacher joined in maybe 2019 in May. You can add the date of that thing. And most importantly, you can assign this person a role. So this is a teacher, so we can assign this role. You can add some description like class teacher for standard 1A. Okay. Now what is the salary of this teacher? Very important to manage expenses and all those things. So maybe salary is 1 lakh rupees per month and designation is class teacher. If somebody is supervisor, somebody is head teacher, anything like that, you can add that designation. Then we have the class teacher. If you have selected class teacher, then which class? So this is the class teacher for standard 1A, maybe. Okay, and if this teacher is also bus in charge for some bus, you can select that thing. We have not yet created this bus or vehicle. Later on in this video, I'll show you how you can do that thing. So once you create a bus, so maybe this teacher is coming from the Kurla area or Bandra area, and that bus, this teacher is using that bus and students is also using that bus, so that we can assign this teacher, we can make this teacher bus in charge for that particular bus. Okay, I'm sure you already know all these things, but I'm just explaining you this thing. So once we create that bus, once we create that vehicle, you can assign this teacher bus in charge for this one, but I'm making it no because we have not yet created any vehicles. Now because you have selected this role of teacher, all these things that teacher can do is already tick mark. Now if some teacher is maybe head teacher and maybe some teachers are managing some extra things, so you can give them some extra permissions. For example, this teacher can also manage admissions. Okay, so maybe this is one head teacher or somebody like that, and maybe some teacher is also doing inquiry, they can also manage inquiry. So the default things will automatically be tick marked on for you for this teacher, but if some teacher or some staff can manage some extra things, some extra permission, you can do that thing as well. Then after that, login details, you can type in this thing new user and you can create new login details for this teacher. So maybe the name username will be teacher1. Okay, and login ID, login email, it will be email address of this teacher, and you can also add some password for this teacher. Now once you do this thing, once you create a new user, you have to tell the teacher, you have to inform the teacher that this is the login ID and this is the password for your account. You can log into your account and you can control all these things. Now once you do this thing, make sure status is active and click on add new staff. We also have to create Zoom API key and API secret. If you want to enable this teacher to create Zoom live classes, we have to do this thing, but we'll see that later on because this is a little bit technical. So for now, just make it active and click on add new staff. Again, if you go back to staff list, you'll see we have created one teacher over here, teacher1. Now let's create different fee structures. And now let's go ahead and create the fee structure. So what will be the admission fee for which class? What will be the monthly fee for which class? All those things. Also, if you notice the salary, the amount and everything right now is in dollars. We'll change this thing if you want to make it in Indian rupee, Pakistani rupee, US dollar, Australian dollar, whatever. You can change the currency later on. For now, let's see the basic things. Now to create the fee structure, you have to select this option SM Accounting, and under that you will see this fee types. Click on that, and over here you can create your first fee type. So click on add new fee type.